Then, on the verge of his genius finally being recognized, Professor Longhair died in his sleep at just 62 years old. And on the anniversary of Professor Longhair's death, I wanted to share how he almost became a household name a number of times in his life. And then, on the verge of his biggest break ever, the piano legend died without warning. In the 50s, his legend was already spreading, so much so that the founder of Atlantic Records, one of the biggest record labels at the time, went all the way to New Orleans to find him and sign him to a record contract that would change his life, only to find out he'd signed to another label like 2 months before that. In 1978, the Beatles' Paul McCartney invited Fess to play a high-profile party on the Queen Mary, which did open some doors for him and gave us the wonderful album Live at the Queen Mary. Shortly after, Alligator Records sought out Professor Longhair. Their founder, Bruce Iglauer, reportedly found him sweeping floors in a record store. They agreed to make a record which would become Crawfish Fiesta. Alligator was perfectly poised to make Professor Longhair a household name in the music world. To promote Crawfish Fiesta, Professor Longhair was set to open for The Clash on a string of arena tour dates, as well as his own tour. It was going to be life-changing for him, and it was going to be the biggest break he finally deserved. In fact, Fess was being followed at the time by a documentary crew, making the great film Piano Players Rarely Ever Play Together. And then later on, the 2018 Fess Up. Then, on the verge of his genius finally being recognized, Professor Longhair died in his sleep at just 62 years old. The documentary took an unexpected turn. The film crew was able to capture Professor Longhair's entire ornate New Orleans funeral. Even without a tour to support the album's release, Crawfish Fiesta became a breakthrough hit and finally gave Fess his long overdue recognition. And Fess is the patron saint of New Orleans. His song, Go to the Mardi Gras, is the anthem of the city's carnival. His daughter actually restored his house, and it kind of acts as a living museum in homage to Professor Longhair's genius. We worked directly with the Professor Longhair estate to create merchandise that both honors and directly benefits the music legend's estate. You can find that merchandise at bluescentric.com. BLUESCENTRIC. Thanks for tuning in.